And as you might have gathered, we are back. Yes, yes, you can hear kitty cats. Those are... yeah. Oh! They clean their paws. I have not seen that before. So while I was away, I was trying to remember if there's anything else down here worthy of note, and I don't think there is. I haven't put an XP farm in with cactus and what have you, so there's no cactus farm. There's nothing like that. This isn't as extensive by any means as Cantlo's World, but then Cantlo's World has been going on for a lot longer. I think the timeline for this is measured more in months than in years. So we will now head towards the Nether. Yay. This used to be profoundly dangerous because I would get magma cubes appearing at very inconvenient moments. Trying to remember what I've got behind here. I do actually have a chunk loader, but I can't remember why I put that in. Oh! Wait a minute. Yes, maybe. Let's have a look. I'm pretty certain I had some reason for doing it. Welcome to the Nether. What am I doing here? I don't remember. I did something. What have I got going on in there? Is that just for... is that just for the chunk loader? It may very well be. And we'll get around to what this is for. This is actually part of my lava. See, this is facing the right way. And this is from my this is my lava feed system all the way up there, which is where we're heading to in a bit. Because this is my, obviously, villager trading center. And once again, what's your name? Luis? Yeah, Luis yeah. Again, named after a serial killer. Because, like as in Cantlo's World, all these have been through the conversion program to get better deals. So this is obviously... yeah, this is all for enchantments. If you've seen one in trading system, you've seen them all. And this is another of those cases where getting... where is it? Blast protection. Yeah, that proved to be quite difficult. This took forever to get that trade. And in fact, I think I have another blast protection. For the longest time, the only reason I could get blast protection 4 was by combining 2 blast protection 3s, I think. Yes, this guy. Yes. So this is my villager trading center. This is the windmill that powers this system, which we'll get back to. That's part of my elevator system, I think. I think that one goes... I'm going to have to check, because I can't remember. So there is no Froglight farm or anything like this up here. This is most of the nether ceiling base at the bottom, obviously. And then the rest of it's up there, which is where we are going to head now. Now, you obviously can't have water wheels down here, but You can actually have lava wheels. In other words, build a water wheel power supply and then power it with lava. You can do that. And this should take me all the way up to the top. I haven't quite got the blocks right in this, but it does the trick. And then I just walk out. And this is my Nether-ish base thing, whatever you want to call it. And at the center of this, and oh yeah, this is all powered by a steam engine, which I think is round the back here. So if you remember, I showed you where all that water was being picked up. This is where it gets delivered. Get to that in a minute. So, oh, that's still working. That's good. So this is the water feed system, and you can see that the water buckets come through at a fairly speedy rate. And I found that there was, you can obviously carry water buckets into the Nether, and then there is a feed system into here, which does not get rid of the water. And I'm not sure if I can get up. Let's see if I can. I think I can. Maybe I can't. I could have sworn I was able to get up here so I could show it. There we go. Yes. So, yes, you can actually see how this is working. So that basically fills a cauldron with water, and then this feeds water into the boiler. And the lava comes from a lava lake way, way below, and then the water obviously comes from the other side of the portal that's back here. I was very pleased with finding a way to get this working. So you can temporarily have water in a cauldron. Am I correct in thinking that you can put water into a cauldron in the Nether, can you not? I think that's the basis of this. Yep, I think that's how I figured it out. Let's see if I can get out. There used to be, and I don't know whether there still is, a bug. Technically you can obviously feed the blazes. Do I only have the two? I do. You can feed the blazes with lava buckets. But there was a bug. If you didn't have an empty cage, it would actually spill the lava all over the place. And I figured out that if you put the cage in and then fed the deployer through the cage, it wouldn't deploy the lava. And it will deploy the lava into there. Yeah, that's how that worked. The lava buckets last quite a long time. So this is excessive. This is truly excessive lava storage. And I'm definitely going to have to try and figure out why all this is facing the right way, but it's facing the wrong way downstairs. So, as you may have gathered, there is actually an iron farm here, and this is my primary iron farm. So it's the same basic thing. I have a bunch of villagers, and they are constantly being terrified by that zombie over there. So I get a copious amount of iron golems spawning, and that produces... Actually, this produces... in addition to iron golems, I do get... I think I occasionally get magma cubes spawning in there, and the golems actually kill the magma cubes. And so I get magma cream. And I'm pretty certain I can get up there, but just not from down here. We'll skip this bit for now because I'm going to take you to this villager trading center. And if I remember correctly, this one is for, yeah, this is for all the diamond stuff I need. As you can see, they've all been through the conversion process, and so I get cheap diamonds, diamond armor and diamond tools. And yeah, that's the magma cream. Where am I storing the iron? Ah, there we go. Yes. So I do get a fairly constant flow of magma cream and poppies, which I have to get rid of occasionally. And eventually that'll overflow. And you may be wondering why I'm bothering to hang on to magma cream. Well, you can make magma cubes out of it, so it's kind of worth having. And on the other side, I believe, is my clerics. Yep. So this is where, if I needed redstone or lapis, that's where I get that from. I suppose technically I should put a gold helmet on just in case. I think I'm safe here, but... And this is rotten flesh, obviously, which is what I use to trade with these gentlemen. Actually, they aren't really gentlemen, are they? They're kind of hermaphrodites. And you may be wondering, where does the rotten flesh come from? I will get to that in a minute. But some of you may have a clue from the magma blocks up there, which I will show you now. Oh, one amusing bug. I think it's still operational. Where is it? Yep. I got piglins. Well, zombified piglins at any rate. Where is that bug? Because it's rather an amusing one. Where is it? Did I fix it? That would be interesting if I'd fixed it. Huh. I must have fixed it at some point. Maybe it's not a bug anymore. At one point, I actually had an empty block here that would break for random reasons, and it would still work. In other words, the power being provided would still operate the other side of the break. But this is the beating heart, so to speak, of the entire thing, which is, yeah, zombie piglin farm. When I built this, I didn't have glass, so I used half slabs, and half slabs are non-spawnable blocks. So I don't get anything spawning on there. Putting this together is probably the longest single project that I undertook. Before I figured out a way to get the steam engine running, I had a plethora of windmills up here, because windmills work in the Nether. And obviously, if you do what I did, you can get other things. These are obviously turtle eggs. The turtle eggs are just... if these stray close enough, they will run towards the turtle eggs. So, let's show you how this works. Let's grab my pig irritator. And... I do, as you may see, have observer pigs here. Forgot how noisy that could get. And there's a fan system, and that fan system basically pushes the zombified piglins into a series of drills which kill them. That fan system then pushes the XP orbs under my feet, as you can see. So all I have to do is wait. There are ways, apparently, of getting the XP from a regular vanilla zombified piglin farm, but that requires far more effort than I'm prepared to put into at this point. But you can do it. There are ways. You can maneuver XP orbs around. And there are other ways of building these farms. I just always ended up doing the simplest. And that just continues. Works rather well because I have 2 layers of spawn region. Yeah. Trying to remember how I get down. There used to be a time before I fully understood the dynamics of all this, where, and it'll probably happen to me right now, which would be embarrassing. So you can start to see what happens to all the drops I get from the piglins. Oh, that one's stuck. So rotten flesh is being taken away in this direction, which we shall now. Oh, did they change this? Because I could have sworn the conveyor belts used to carry you along. So the rotten flesh gets transferred to this farm, well, this trading center, and the reason it's coming out again is because it's full. So excess rotten flesh basically gets taken out over here and disposed of. The other side of it is where gold comes out. In fact, you may have seen golden nuggets coming this way. Yeah, this used to drive you along. Now it doesn't. Ah, there's my bug. It's still there. Yes. This empty block. Somehow this block is communicating with this one, and if I fill that in, it breaks. So I don't. So you can see gold nuggets being carried off this way. And at this point, if there's any swords in there, they get transferred around here to be cooked and converted back into gold nuggets. At some point, yeah, and that's the reason this is slow. So the swords come down here, get cooked into gold nuggets, and then get transferred back into the gold nugget system. And I'll show you what I do with the gold nuggets in a bit. So this used to be much, much more of a mess before I learned more about how to put things together. Because the gold nuggets and end up going down this way. I believe gold bars do as well. Let's try and get a better illustration of that. Let's see if they remember me. Yep, here we go. This was awkward to put together because you actually have to have the fans at the right speed. If you have them too fast, the pickup system doesn't work. The nuggets and swords just get blown straight across and don't get picked up by the pickup systems that are under there. Alright, let's see whether I can... This has now got sufficient to demonstrate. So yeah, you can see the gold nuggets now trickling down into this direction. And there you go, yep. You can see the swords being taken away for processing around here. And there we go. One gold sword has become a gold nugget. And again, we have a sort of lava blast system working there. This used to be a reliable method of getting around. So, as you can see, all the nuggets are mysteriously vanishing. Well, what's happening with them, I will show you now, assuming I remember. Hello. Yeah, this is now back in the overworld. And this is where gold nuggets are being converted into gold bars. So, gold nuggets and gold bars come down here. There's the power system for it. And then gold bars, it's not happening at the moment, get converted into gold blocks. So this is storing, yeah, 2 more gold bars. Those gets released. This converts them into gold blocks, and then it shoots them back out into the Nether. Strictly speaking, there's absolutely no reason why I couldn't have put this up on the Nether as well, except that it would probably hit the frame rate more. So I hoped by shoving this out here into the overworld, it would somewhat reduce the rendering on my old system. If there is a minor problem, it is that piglins, zombified piglins will spawn in the portal itself. There used to be, and I have built one a long time ago, a gold farm based around multiple stacked portals, which, yeah, kind of worked. So, gold nuggets and bars come in, gold blocks come out, and as you can see, I have a few gold blocks. Of course, you can do the same thing nowadays with the auto crafter. Excuse me a moment. Now, the other major thing I've got up here, of course, is the Piglin Trading Center. And why have I got this here? Oh, yes. Yeah, okay. That's for potions. So I have 2 of these, which I may well demonstrate. May as well demonstrate, I should say. Trying to remember what I've got in here. All... Ah, yes. Blaze burner. All various things I, at some point, put together. The hand crank, you can actually manually operate these systems up to a certain point. Have I not been to the end? Do you know, I don't think I've been to the end in this game. Now, you can see, by the way, that with shaders on, the frame rate's actually been fairly well clobbered. There is a lot of stuff up here. A lot of moving parts, and it does hit the frame rate. I suspect I could probably tune it so I still have shaders. What do you want to bet? Hang on, let me have a quick look here. Yeah, now you can see all the mods I'm running. Entity model features. These two are what provide the cute animations. Where is my iris? Let's have a quick look. So, complementary unbound, shader pack settings. I've got it set to high. Okay. No. Yeah, okay. I'm not sure it's worth fiddling with. But if I really wanted to, I could tune this much better. In fact, I thought this would run at 60 frames a second up here. I'm slightly surprised that it isn't. Obviously, if I switch them off, it's no problem at all. Okay, what else have I got up here to show? Oh, I was going to... show how this works. Because this is a Piglin trading center, just like the previous ones. I don't have to do an elaborate timing system exactly. This obviously here is for picking up their drops and storing them, which I'll get to in a moment. But this could be automated if I wanted to run this all the time. But if I just drop a couple of blocks in there, there is a four-way conveyor belt system under there that runs at a very specific rate. And you can see that it is apparently running quite slowly, but that results in one gold bar being delivered every 4 seconds to the piglins simultaneously. So it's a divide by 4, just as I have done in Cantlo's world, except the mechanics are different, but it's the same basic idea. And then, if I can figure out how to get back down, yeah, the items basically drop out the bottom and get shuffled all the way along. Where's my up system? Oh, it's there. It's in the corner. Yeah, they basically get shuffled up here. And then storage for that is in the same location, and it's, you know, the same sort of thing you might imagine. Blackstone, am I? Yeah. And again, getting the timings just right for this turned out to be interesting. So, if you're familiar with Piglin trading centers, that none of the results that we're getting in here should be too surprising. Ah, this is my... Ooh, am I? Oh no, I thought maybe I was low on that. So yeah, that's all that this really is. And it basically, instead of having a redstone filter system, I have a chute filter system. And in principle, yeah, you can see them items. It runs fairly well. There is a bit, or used to be, a bit of an issue if you either ran, and I cannot remember whether it was if you ran too slow or too fast, the pickup wouldn't necessarily work, which is why I have this. This was to pick up all the items that weren't, for whatever reason, being picked up by the filters. But it seems I've got that more or less correct. I'll go feed the other side. I might as well, seeing as I have the gold. You can't see, but there's a bunch of stuff underneath that's driving all this. And the good news is the timing for this is pretty good, so that it still works. Unlike one of the piglin trading centers I showed you, where it does skip blocks occasionally, because the timing is ever so slightly off. So I put 2 in because this thing above me, well, not literally above me as I sit here, but above me in the game, does generate a lot of gold. So I'll just dump the rest of the gold in here. Gives them something to do, and hopefully... Okay, I'm guessing this is going to be because storage over there is probably full. It's really weird you can't stack those, but hey. And we should start seeing items, yeah, being delivered. The good thing is I can stand hopefully fairly close and I don't accidentally pick up items. This works rather nicely. If I was using dropper systems, I would, if I stand too close to a dropper system, as you know, possibly, yeah, you can accidentally pick up items, but this tends to work fairly well. Let me have a quick check here and see. Is this full? Yeah, that's getting full. The books. Books aren't doing too badly. Where's my water bottles? Okay, that is getting full. Ah, alright. So those items on the other side there were probably from when I hadn't cleaned out the system somewhat. I'm guessing. And oh yes, I was going to try and show you what's going on in here, but in fact you can see it perfectly well. That poor iron golem is being shoved over by the wind and pressed against... Oh, that's an interesting glitch I'm seeing. It's being pressed against a series of drills. I think it's drills that are being used to kill the golems. Poor golems. I still remember when the time came for me to build my first iron golem farm, I did feel just a wee bit guilty about it because of essentially what you're doing. At a certain level, this game is pretty brutal. I mean, think about it. I have multiple enslaved villagers. Now, you do engage in actual slavery in this game. And forced breeding. None of which was necessarily intended by the developers when they were doing this. I am told that Mojang were very surprised when someone came up with an iron farm for the first time. It's not specifically designed into the game. It's a consequence of the design of the game, but one that was not necessarily predictable. That is slightly disturbing, the fact that I keep seeing those glitches over there. Anyway, so I think that's more or less everything I've got up here, but it's not the end of everything I've got in the Nether. And note, that's the way up. I do have a down system. And hopefully it doesn't kill me. Which has happened. Hands off at this point, because you're basically doing a fall and it just cushions you enough to land. And we're back down to the nether ceiling. And we are now going to go and have a look and see where this comes from. This is my lava pump. And I still haven't... Is the only reason I've got this for the chunk loader? I think it is. And I had no idea why I put the chunk loader in. So needless to say, I have the obligatory hole in the nether, because, sorry, in the nether ceiling, because, you know, that's always nice to have. Hopefully this is all spawn-proofed. So, yep, that's the pump there. And you'll notice I don't have beacons, because honestly I haven't been playing this up here for long enough. I think I've got a blaze farm somewhere. Ooh, where does that go? Oh, do you know what? That's probably where I first got through the nether ceiling, at a guess, but I could be wrong. So addressing, I just noticed this comment here, addressing my follower in Twitch chat. There's the comment, oh, so cute. I assume you're referring to the kitties and not to anything I've shown since. I just noticed the comment, I'm so sorry. Okay. What am I doing out here? I don't remember. Oh. I think it's this. I don't remember what I've got here. Oh, now I do know this is the portal back to the village. This actually takes me out to the village. But I thought I had a way down. Thought I had a way down, because there's that there. Ah, okay. There's a ladder down. We shall take the ladder down. And okay, I think this is the jumping off point for the rest of my stuff. Yeah, this is just random bits I accumulated while I was building. Oh, I just realized I can, I think, turn the music back up. And does this take me to the pumping station? I think it does. Yes, it does. This is the pumping station. That is sort of secondary or tertiary storage. And because outside, why this is starting to bother me. Why are these are all facing the right way? These arrows, these indicate the direction that fluids are pumping in. Why are they facing the wrong way in my chocolate farm? But I don't remember off the top of my head. I think this is sufficient power to pump the lava all the way up to the top there. Hopefully I haven't irritated anything lately. And yeah, that's the line that follows. Do I have... Could have sworn I do. Oh yes, there's more to show. So essentially, the lava, and this was the nearest lava lake. In the Create mod, a lava lake basically counts as an infinite source of lava. And so I think this was the closest I could get. And so this takes me... Oh, does it go up at that point? Yes, and it goes up. Yeah, straight up through the nether ceiling at that point, I think. I think I used to have a ladder. Well, I must have had a ladder at some point because I had to build that. Again, you may have noticed I haven't put any redstone in here. That was the whole goal, no redstone construction, and I think I've been successful in that. Let's see if I can remember how to get down to that walkway I see, because I think that takes me... Oh, you're joking. I must have had a... Did I? Do I not have a... Oh, yes I do. Yes, I suppose you would want to come up here, wouldn't you? And I'm now trying to remember everything that I had over here. So, yeah, this is the hose that leads all the way down to the lava lake. So that's my infinite lava supply. And then this takes me, obviously, over here. Now, I think this is a bastion, which I cleared out. I think I cleared it out. And I might be wrong, but I think there's another bastion over there. I'm trying to remember what I've got down here. Do I have subtitles switched off? Ah, what was I doing? What was I doing down here? I think this is another lava pump, obviously. Well, no, it's not. Yes, it is. It's a hose leading down. And there is the power supply for that. And what was I doing with that? I think what? At this point I'm going to stutter and and ah a bit, because now I'm questioning my own policies. Well, obviously I built a lava pumping system to somewhere. Where did it go? Why do I have to be so obtuse when it comes to building things? Aha! It goes this way, I think. Or is it that way? Yes, it goes... Well, obviously it goes this way because we're looking at it. Oh. It leads to there. That's not helpful! That's really not helpful. So that tunnel presumably was part of the build process. Do I not have... I don't have any way to continue. It's at times like this, when you're showing the system off to other people, that you realize that you may have made some questionable decisions. The poor lighting with the shaders isn't really helping, but that's my excuse and I'm sticking to it. I thought I had more around... Well, I know I have more around here. The main trick is actually finding it. What do you want to bet? It's up the ladder. I really ought to have this closed off so that I don't get shot at by ghasts. What do I have over here, if anything? Ooh. I'm making ooh remarks as if though... Did I just... I think this was me clearing out the piglin brutes. I don't think I had any purpose, because I did come up with a tactic for safely clearing out bastions, which is a sort of a top-down, wall everything off, shoot everything at the top level, and work round from there. So I am a slightly confused, because I could have sworn I had more down there, and I can't find it. Why do I have a lava pump down there? I think it was for making, oh, what do they call them? Cinder cakes? But I don't think this is the way to get there. I think this takes me to a fortress, I think. I think this takes me to a fortress. We'll have to come back. And I don't think I've got anything particularly imaginative in the fortress except for a blaze farm. I think that's all I've got down here is a blaze farm. And the fortress itself is mostly untouched. I certainly don't have, I do not think, a wither skeleton farm. Yeah, this is all part of the construction. Yeah, this is my. Yeah, this is basically my supply of blaze rods. And I think the way it works is I just and I actually have. I know this looks a bit different from my last one, and I don't remember why I built it in this fashion. Except to say it must have seemed like a good idea at the time. So yeah, come all that way for nothing more exciting than a blaze rod farm. Ah, those are those fungal things that generate light. Yeah, that's all I have there, I believe. I'm not sure I've even explored the whole fortress. I was in serious paranoid mode when I built this. And yes, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't been to the end on this server. Mostly because I think I was really focusing more on the create mod side of things. Although there's nothing of the create mod back there. That's just basic vanilla stuff. But I know I do have... Where is my... I know I do have a netherite mine. And that has got... I'm trying to remember what that's got associated with it. I think that's where this pumping system leads to. if I can just find it. Now, if you remember from Cantler's World, the same walkway I had that supposed to lead to a bastion, but didn't because I think it got overwritten during an update. Yeah, I didn't have the fences, barriers on. So now we have to ask the question: how do I? So yeah, I think that takes me to another bastion. Pretty certain it does. What was I heading off to build in this direction? I do not know. I'm sure it made sense at the time. Oh, yeah, there's a piglin. Thought I got rid of all of... Oh no, they respawn. It's the piglin brutes I wanted to get rid of. So now I am back to the question, where, oh where... where did I put it? Yeah, that's just the general wander around area. I am wearing gold, aren't I? Yes. So now we're back to where on earth did I put everything else? Hello, I'm harmless. Please don't attack me. Where did I go? This is a wee bit irritating. Huh. I'm lost in my own constructions. My memory keeps triggering, and I am wrong every time it triggers. And I think it's because I'm mixing up bases in my own head. Especially one I haven't visited in so long, I don't remember what I've done. Oh, okay, I'm on the wrong level. Oh, my goodness. It's 11 o'clock. I think I only have one more thing to show, if I can ever find it. So we'll attempt to do that. How did... I know, I'm going up and down. I am essentially lost. Well, not lost, but... It is frustrating. How did I get down there? Oh, of course. Silly me. I was looking at the wrong side. So I ought to put signposts up. So I was going to try and find where this lava system was heading. I'm pretty certain I know where it is heading. It's just that it's not as immediately intuitive as I hoped, because I would have sworn I was going over that way, and the only way I found of going over that way so far is through... Ah, is that it, or is that it? Let's try down here. Ah, okay. This is where I was heading. This is, well... Yeah, this is my netherite farm, or part of it. Yeah, I'll come back to that in a second. Yeah, more netherite farm. Massive hole in the ground, basically. And, yeah, these are just bits from the build process. And you may be saying, well, he's got chickens there. Oh, indeed I do. I do have chickens. Why do I have chickens? Well, obviously chickens are for eggs. And furthermore, I have lava. What am I doing with chickens, eggs, and lava? Well, that is for this. What do I got in here? This is sugar. Ooh, you may be saying, how is he getting sugar in the nether? Well, I will show you in a bit. Because the whole purpose of this is this bit where I am making blaze cake. This is a blaze cake farm. I didn't find any particular massive use for it, but it is a blaze cake farm. And you can see it's happily working away. I've got sugar coming from somewhere mysterious, and eggs. And what am I missing at this point? Don't know. Obviously it works, you just saw it working. Am I missing eggs? Is it not providing sufficient eggs? It isn't. I think I've run out of eggs. Yep. I just heard eggs being dropped. Oh, that is kind of funny. So that... Yes, that was enough. So... The limiting factor is the egg supply. Although, obviously, I have more than enough for my requirements. As I said, it's supposed to superheat blaze burners. But I'm not sure I've necessarily found a specific purpose for that. But you may be asking, where is the sugar coming from? Well, I will show you. The sugar is coming from here, because once again, this is a chunk loader. No, I am not barbecuing the chicken. It's a funny thing, but in this game I am actually vegetarian. Mostly. So, I have... Yeah, we're back in the overworld now. And that's stuck. Oh. But as you can see, I think it's actually been working, but why is it stuck now? That's still turning. It should be just constantly turning, and clearly it isn't. I've actually run into something like this before, and I don't remember the solution to it, and I thought there was a way. No, it's not this, I know. That's movement mode. Yeah, that should be working. It's not supposed to end up stuck as it is there. So this may have glitched, unfortunately. But this is where all the sugar was coming from. And yeah, it gets transported directly into the Nether. And I don't know where's the power supply for this? Don't tell me. It's probably a water wheel system, and I stuck it behind a wall some. Oh no, it's not. It's a. Why did I not use a water wheel? But I'm gonna have to go back and try and remember how I fix this. It doesn't help if you get behind and push. But basically, as I understand it, because I have that chunk loader in there, while I'm in that chunk, this should work. It just doesn't have to render it. Well, this was an interesting area. Obviously, I have my blockhouse. And yeah, there's this gigantic cavern here, which of course I had to set about making safe. And I'm trying to remember if I put anything else down here, because I partly want to say I did. Because I was kind of in the process of lighting up the whole thing. But memory says, and memory can be wrong of course, that I did have something else down here which I am probably forgetting all about. But it is quite a dramatic hole in the ground. No. There is... I could have sworn I had something else down here. I'm just going to have to look around and see... Aha! If I have a ladder going up, that means something. Ah. No, not really, apparently. I just wanted to get up here. Probably to light it up. Did I not do anything else? Apparently I didn't. I've got this sort of fragmentary memory of things up there doing other things, but I guess not. So the only other question then is, how do I fix this? And let's see, can I... And that's not having any effect. Rotation direction. Ah, there we go. And that's not affected at all. Don't tell me I'm going to have to take this whole thing apart to get it working again. Well, to be honest, I think that's pretty much it for this particular base. The feature I liked best about it was that massive structure I had in the Nether. That really became the beating heart of the system. But I would have sworn blind. That's new to me, I don't remember that. I could have sworn there was a way you could switch the rotation of this on and off. But... I've had this before, I know there's a fix to it, and I don't remember what it is. But apparently it... Yeah, alright. Okay, I'm gonna have to come back and revisit. Is... Because obviously it's not supposed to stop in that direction. I'm surprised the chest actually works. Would you... Actually, here's something I can try. I can go out. And then let's try going back, just on the off chance it reloads it and makes it... Oh no, it won't do because it's already loaded. No, that's glitched. Alright. Something else to fix. And where am I heading now? I think I'm just going to head back to my overworld base, and then I will bring this to an end. Assuming I don't get lost on the way. Oh, well, that answers the question where all my nether bricks went. Not that I actually asked the question, per se. Am I headed the right way? I am headed the right way. Think I'll see if I can't find my way back to the village. Yeah, as I say, down that way I am pretty certain it's just another bastion. Did I apply armor trim? I didn't. Why was I... I am slightly confused. Why was I raiding bastions? Because the only reason I can really think of doing it is for armor trim. And I don't have any, apparently. Either that I couldn't find any, which seems a little unlikely. And it was this way back to the portal to the village, I believe. Yeah, I hope this takes me back to the village. It would be profoundly embarrassing if it turned out to lead somewhere else. Yes, here we go. And yeah, this is a downside of the portals. I now have a magma cube in the overworld. And the reason for this tunnel, obviously, is because I put a contiguous ditch around the entirety of the village and then filled it with water where possible. I needed a way to get over there without, at any time. I didn't want to put a bridge in. What happens if a magma cube goes in water? Oh, I don't have water in there. Where did I... Actually, that's a point. What happens if you get a magma cube in water? I mean, I've never actually... Oh, did it just... Did it just despawn on me? But no, it didn't. I can still hear it. And why don't I have subtitles on? I always have subtitles on. Okay. it's not important. Anyway, that's pretty much the end. I hope that was interesting, if nothing else. And I will return to... What am I streaming tomorrow? Tomorrow is probably part 2 of that paper on silicon, the possibilities of silicon-based life. I suspect that's what I'll do tomorrow because I want to get that finished off. In which case, if you're on Twitter, I hope you enjoyed it. If you're on YouTube, well, I hope you enjoyed it too. Please leave comments. They're always welcome. However inept this base is, it's still mine and I enjoyed making it and I like it. See you all again soon.